Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me and Ms. XOXO. Yeah, I just noticed this in the camera. I probably should have worn a long sleeve shirt. I got eaten alive by like 50 million like some type of bugs. I don't even know, to be honest with you, but they are bugs. It's not poison ivy and it's not poison oak or anything like that, but it just looks like really freaking bad. Thumbnail. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do a story time for you guys today. This story has been something that I've wanted to share for a long time with you guys, but I just wanted to wait out for timing purposes. I don't know, I just haven't done it, and now I'm gonna do it now because I just feel like it and I'm in the mood. So for those of you who don't know, I cheered for my school last year for a little bit, and I got kicked off. And so, long story short, I got kicked off the team. Basically, so I myself, and I'm really bad with confrontation, if you will. Not confrontation, authority in figures, I guess, and rules in general. Just growing up, I've just had trouble following rules, I guess, and just I don't even know. And not that I was a troubled child. I just got in trouble for dumb stuff. I've cheered my entire life. So I think I started when I was probably 10, and I was a gymnast before that, and I was doing gymnastics. Doesn't really matter. So I've been in this cheer world for a while, for my whole life, and cheered for different gyms and had different coaches, and did school cheer and competitive cheer. I went into tryouts we'll just see how it goes. Just kind of wanted something to do, I guess, and which is generally how I get myself into a lot of my social organizations, I guess. I go and I try out and I meet the coach. He's just right off the bat, I met him and I already knew we were gonna have an issue. Not even anything against him. It was just him and I, my personality and his personality was not going to mix. No. I just knew there was gonna be some type of confrontation was gonna happen, but I was you know what, Mariah, maybe just shut your mouth for once in your freaking life, or try not to cuss anymore, guys. It's gonna be hard. For once in your life, just shut your mouth, do what you're told, which I do what I'm told generally. It's just if I have an opinion and I feel very strongly about it, I'm gonna let it be known, I guess. So go to tryouts, meet this guy. I guess he knows what he wants. He's very what is the word? He knows what he's looking for in his team, I guess. And he's there's gonna be a team that cheers for the girls' games, for girls, because my school doesn't have basketball or football. So there's gonna be a team that cheers for the women's basketball games and the team that cheers for the men's basketball games. And let me preface, before we even really get into the story, that the men's team, I'm pretty sure, was teal. We called it the teal team, and then the women's cheer team was the blue team. So remember that in the story, because that's gonna come up a lot. He's there's gonna be two teams, but they're gonna change as the season goes on. Nobody is safe on one side. They're gonna be treated equally, and the teams will just switch every week or so or whatever. So it was known that the teams were not set. So basically you're never really safe on one side or whatever. But to me, I felt I don't know, I didn't really have a preference on which team I was cheering for. It was just I just want to be on the team, really. So I try out, I make the team, and I'm excited, and I'm oh yeah, I'm cheering again. I'm in college cheerleader, blah blah. Okay, so at the beginning, being on this team and whatever, it was fine. I had fine interactions with the coach and the girls. I loved everybody on the team. What started the animosity or the weirdness, the whatever, was the separation of the two teams. So you have the blue team, the girls team, the girls basketball cheer team, and then you have the teal team, the guys basketball cheer team. What started the issue was a separation between the two teams. What I mean by that is, at practice, the teal team would get to do the harder stunts or the harder pyramids or whatever, and the blue team would get something less, something that was way not as cool for the audience and whatever. I guess that's fine in a sense or whatever, but then it began to become a thing that the teams were just separated at all times. Like, we would come together at practice for a little bit, but then, like, we would be stunting on different floors or whatever, and then we don't go to the same games. So, like, if we wanted to, like, be together as a team, it would really just be, like, at, like, a Christmas party that we had, or, like, open gym type situations. So, which, like, I understand, like, that would happen. That happens with things like that. Okay, so if there was, like, an attendance thing. So if you missed a game, then with an excuse or something like that, and he, like, allowed it to happen, and you were on the teal team, the boys team, then you were asked to miss one of your boys' games and cheer for one of the girls' games on the blue team. And I had a problem with that. And a lot of people had a problem with that on our team. And it wasn't just that. It was like, we're separated, we're not doing as hard of stunts, we feel like we're not as good or whatever, or we're being treated less. I was on, sorry, I didn't even tell you, I was on the girls' team, the blue team. So we just, like, felt like the energy was not, like, we weren't getting what we deserved. So me, being the one who speaks for the people, just kidding, no one asked, but whatever, we just, like, started to feel like we were lesser than the other ones. Okay, hi, I just went to rehearsal for a show that I'm in, and it looks like I'm naked, and came back, so different angle or whatever, yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Where the fuck was I? People were starting to feel not equal, and it was, like, known throughout, like, our team, and, like, even the boys team and the girls team, like, they both just felt, like, weird. It wasn't a good feeling, and it wasn't like I was jealous or anything, because if you genuinely think my skills aren't, like, good enough or whatever to be on this team, then that's your opinion, and that's fine, and I wasn't pissed about that. It was just, I was pissed that he told us that it was going to be an equal partnership, an equal split, and teams would be changing week to week, but teams stayed the same the whole time, unless, like, somebody was injured or somebody didn't show up to something. So they were staying the same, and then we were just treated, the girls team was treated like a punishment. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the receipts really fast because shit got heated. Well, basically, I had gotten to a point in this group chat, like, he had said something about, like, rules that were being done or whatever. And I just had gotten to the point where I was like, I can't hold my tongue anymore. And I had been talking to a girl that was on the team too, like, texting her about this. And they're like, yeah, it's honestly, like, fucked up. And I had friends on both teams, and they're like, yeah, he's just, like, not being, like, fair. And I just felt like I was the only one that was actually gonna say something about it, and, like, I was trying to hold my tongue for the longest time, and then he sent this in the group meet, and I was like, Mariah's coming out. Sorry, I tried, I really did. So I'm just gonna read you guys word for word, like, what is said. So I read this, and I was like, it just needed to be said, guys. Ew, my psoriasis, like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Mariah, and I have moderate to severe complex psoriasis. Just kidding, they're bug bites. But moving on. Like, is that not a hard concept to grasp? These people are being punished by cheering for a team that is, like, lesser, seems like, and then they get to sit out. But they still get to cheer. So it's like their punishment. Okay, that wasn't going through his head. I don't know. I had so many emotions about this. And, you know, this isn't my, like, first go around with, like, confrontation with authority. So I've learned through the motherfucking years that don't be sassy to them. Don't be a smartass, and don't say anything that could be used against you to, like, show that you're being disrespectful to authority. And I wasn't even really trying to come at him as, like, a coach. Like, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but I was genuinely, me and other people on the team were genuinely like, it was affecting the mood of us being a part of that organization as a whole. So really, I was just trying to address the situation. Yeah, I probably could have said it separately or something. Me, in my head, I didn't think I did anything wrong, but like, y'all think what you want, whatever. Anyway, because I don't really care. Also, y'all, he's calling me honey and like sweetie, and it's like, that's just like, that. This is college, dear. Like, why are you talking to me like I'm a child, and why are you undermining me? People are like, oh my god, you should send that to like the athletic director or whatever. I was like, no, it's really not that big of a deal. It's just kind of like, how old are you? Like, period. That's it. So then he messaged me separately, and he said, I was trying to come at it in a way that was not disrespecting him as a coach and like not throwing anybody under the bus, and just come to him like with my concerns and see like if he could change it, or I don't know, just let him know what people are thinking, I guess. That was my intention. I don't know if that got across, but am I playing the victim? I mean, it's where I play the victim. I'm just gonna tell a situation. This is my point of view. It's my vlog. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Okay, sorry, I suck. Anyway, so he's saying like, the only reason why the girls on the women's team can't cheer whenever they miss is because there's not another team for them to cheer for. And I don't know why he didn't get that in his head. Like, that's a hierarchy thing. Like you're saying that if they were to cheer for a men's game, then it's like a privilege. Like, you're stepping up. But the people that are on the men's team, like, their punishment. I don't know why he, like, it's when you're punished, when like you do something wrong and you have to do something in place because you did that one thing wrong. It's called a punishment or a consequence. So their consequence was to cheer for the women's games. Which, if you're on the women's team and you hear him say you're supposed to be equals at the beginning or whatever, it doesn't make you feel good, okay? And like, I don't know, he just didn't get that. And I was just like, I'm just trying to fucking let you know, like, Moving on. I was late to that game like a dumbass because I'm literally late to everything. This is the game where he was going to discuss whatever he was going to discuss, and I was like, fuck, like I'm not there. Like he's gonna talk about it to these girls who have had these, like, who have come to me and come to other people and had these opinions, and I'm not there to be that, like, I don't know, like, comforting person that's like, yeah, this is how we feel. Because, I mean, it's nothing against them. Some people are just like that. But, like, sometimes it takes one person to raise their hand for, like, other people to, like, feel like they can speak their voice too. So I already knew, like, driving here, I was like, fuck, like, he's gonna say something about it, and they're all gonna just be like, oh no, we're fine, and move on, and I'm just gonna look like the bad guy, which really would piss me off. So then I get to this game, just regular game or whatever, and I was like, did he say anything at the beginning? Like, did y'all have a talk and whatever? And they were like, oh yeah, he asked if we actually felt like that. And I was like, and nobody said anything, right? And they're like, yeah, no one said anything. I was like, but do y'all actually feel that way? I mean, yeah, but like, I just didn't know, like, I didn't know what it was gonna do at that point. Like, a lot of people said that to me. There was like 2 or 3 girls. I was like, so why didn't you raise your hand? They're like, I just felt like after seeing the way he talked to you, that like it wasn't gonna do anything. So I just felt like saying anything about it wasn't going to do anything. And I was like, okay, but yeah, I mean, I understand that point of view, but like now I look like a bitch, like, which is, it's fine. I tend to get that a lot, but yeah, I just look like I just made all that shit up and blamed it on everybody else, I guess. I don't know. So that kind of pissed me off. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was my fault that I wasn't there to like speak my piece. And who knows, they might have just been like, no, we still like don't feel that way or whatever in front of him. And like another thing to keep in mind is that a lot of the people on the team were scared to say anything because they either wanted to be on the team next year or they wanted to get to said boys team, boys basketball cheer team. So they were like, oh, well, if I speak out, he's not going to put me on this team or the team next year. And I mean, I guess that's just like a point of view. That's like your type of opinion type thing. Like you do what you want to do. For me, I'm just like, if there's a problem, we should probably address it. Like if this is affecting what I'm doing on this team, then like I should probably address it so that we can maybe just squash it from there, move the fuck on, and then we can all have a great time and rah together and we'll be fine. So like moving on, honestly, that's not even why I got kicked off the team. So like moving on. So that is just some like backstory on my coach and I guess. Hey, hope you're watching this. Moving on, so I had missed, why did I get kicked off the team? What did I do? I missed, oh, for my birthday, I went to Vegas. As you guys should know, if you watch my vlogs, I guess I'm gonna link the fucking Vegas birthday vlog below again. And the trip was planned for a long time, actually. I think it was planned since August or something. So my birthday's in January, but I didn't tell my coach about it beforehand because he was being so strict about like oh, you have somebody like had a concert to go to with their boyfriend or some shit, and the tickets were like $400, and he was like, sorry, no, like you have practice or you have a game or something, you can't go, or else you're gonna sit out for a game. Which is like, I guess it's whatever. But then somebody also had a wedding to be in. It was like, sorry, you're gonna miss the game. You're gonna sit out 2 games, or yeah, you're gonna sit out 2 games and cheer for the women's or something like that. And I kind of thought that was outrageous. And then I think at the last minute he decided that she was allowed to only miss 1 game or some shit like that. I don't know. But I was like, I mean, I guess that's his rules, like whatever. Like if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I know I have this trip. This is me calling my own self out right now. So I was like, I know I have this trip planned, and I know he's being all like stingy and whatever. So I missed a game and a practice. So what was I about to say? Fuck. Oh yeah, okay, so I like withheld this information from him throughout the whole like semester. I mean, people on the team knew about it, but I was just like, I was not gonna say anything because I was like, it's my 21st birthday and this trip has been planned way before I even knew I was gonna try out for this team, and I'm going to Vegas with my boyfriend who I hate now. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. If he's pissed about it, then like we'll deal with it when we get there. I was fully anticipating like some type of consequences. Like I wasn't expecting him to be like, oh, you're good, but like whatever. So I didn't tell him till after Christmas. I think it was Christmas, the day after Christmas or something like that. I texted him and I was like, hey, I actually got these tickets for Lady Gaga or something in Vegas for my birthday for my parents, like super last minute. I'm sorry, let me know like what my punishment is or something like that. I said something like that, and I don't think he responded at all. Like I had no clue like what was going on in his head. But went to Vegas, had a beautiful time, got back, ended up missing a game and a practice, whatever. Got back fully expecting him to be like take me out for a game because like I missed a game. So, you know, when you're on the blue team, if you miss a game, then you sit out for a game. You don't get to cheer. So I was expecting him to take me out of the formation, like the lineup that we stand in, and put somebody else in and redo it, like redo our sun groups and all that, figure out what we're gonna do. Get to practice. He did nothing. Like, people were like, has he said anything? I'm like, no, he didn't respond to my text. He hasn't said anything to me in person. He hasn't changed any of the formations. It was just like, it never happened. And I was just like, me, of all people, I thought he was gonna be like, right, get your ass, like, get your ass on the bench. Like, because of all that confrontation we had beforehand, I thought, like, me of all people, he'd be like, oh yes, I get to punish this bitch, like, finally. So he ended up not doing that, which was like, I guess that was nice of him or whatever. But then and like, I appreciated that. It was cool. Then I actually got casted to be an extra in a show, and it was like a 3-day thing, I'm pretty sure. And when you get casted as an extra, like, you get casted for a minimum, I think, of 8 hours. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a minimum of 8 hours. And they don't tell you when you're going to leave. They tell you when you need to get there, but you have no idea when you're going to leave. So, and if you leave, you break your contract and you don't get paid. I was trying to get paid, obviously. So I got cast. It was my first time being like in a show. I was like, oh my gosh, like, yes. Extra stuff hadn't been happening a lot in Wilmington for a while. So when I got casted, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a huge deal, especially for me, somebody who wants to be like an actress. Obviously, I don't want to be a professional cheerleader. I don't want to be like a banker. I don't know, like, I don't want to do anything. I want to be an actress and be famous or whatever. Can I stop doing this? Like, what is... Anyway, yeah, so for me, that was a huge opportunity for me, just to like work in film, work in the industry, put that on my resume, like, have experience. It was just like a huge thing for me. But in order to do this, I had to miss a practice. Maybe. I didn't know if I was gonna miss the practice yet, but I assumed. So I text him. Okay, so I said, hey, this is Mariah. I just wanted to run it by you that I got casted in a show to be an extra for Tuesday and Wednesday. They have not told me when exactly I need to be there, but they will inform me Monday afternoon. I may be missing practice, but I will let you know whenever I find out. If there is a possibility that I can make it and leave practice early or be late to practice, I will do so. Then he sent me a screenshot of the rules, I guess, and it says, a cheerleader will be removed from the team after missing 3 unexcused events, aka I missed the game and the practice to go to Vegas, so this would be my 3rd offense. Then he says, you have missed 2 games. Oh, I guess I missed 2 games for Vegas. I guess it was 2 games and not 1 practice. So he said, you have missed 2 games that were unexcused, and this will be your 3rd. Please let me know ASAP what your decision will be. And I said, I understand that you have to do what you have to do, but so do I for my career. I will try my best to make it to practice. I hope you don't take offense to that. Which honestly, like, is a mature ass fucking response. Like, hello, I'm trying to be booked and busy. Like, this cheer stuff is for fun. Like, anyway. Then he said, I do not at all take offense to that. I don't want you to take offense to me having to follow my handbook rules. Hope you make it to practice. So I was like, okay, whatever. Didn't respond to that. Then Saturday. So then Monday I got the like email on like what my call time was for the show. And I said, I received word today that I am called to be on set at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So I will keep you updated on when I'm released from that so I can get to practice. He thumbs up it. Then Tuesday happened, which is the day I was supposed to be on set. And I said, it looks like I'm going to be here till around 2 a.m. Is there any way this could be my last strike, and then the next time I miss something, I'll be dismissed from the team? I really enjoy cheering and the people that I've met so far. Let me know if there's anything I can do. Then that was on Tuesday. Then the next day, he said, after considering, I'm going to have to stick to my rules. I wish the best for you in your future. And I said, thanks. And then that was the end of that. And so if I didn't like the way he did something, then like, it wasn't a good fit. Like, I shouldn't have been on the team in the first place. So I think everything worked out the way it should have. I could stop complaining about it to everybody and their mom. Yeah, we could just part ways nicely. Yeah, that's how that went. He asked me a few times about asking about a uniform or some shit, and he's weird about it. Like, he won't like talk to me like face to face. It's fucking weird, but that's how the fuck I got kicked off my cheer team. Yeah, sisters. Thanks for watching. This is another video of me being a fuck up. Just kidding. Thanks, guys. Bye.